Our other top story this afternoon, family and friends and police officers from all across the country gathered in St. Louis today to say goodbye to a fallen officer. North County Cooperative Police Officer Michael Langsdorf was killed just over a week ago in Wellston. Russell Kinsall is live at the Cathedral Basilica where his funeral took place. Russell?
Well, right now the Cathedral Basilica is all quiet. It is empty, but early today it was packed out for the funeral for Officer Langsdorf, who was remembered today as a dedicated police officer and father who lost his life the same way he lived his life, serving others. The day began with the somber task of transporting Officer Langsdorf's casket from the funeral home to the Cathedral Basilica in the Central West End.
As we make our way through all the joys and pain.
A cousin and former FBI agent, Virgil Woolley, spoke for the family. He said Langsdorf was someone who could put a smile on your face and liked to put food on your plate.
Turned himself into quite the amateur chef.
Woolley said Langsdorf wanted to serve his community and did so first as a firefighter, but he always wanted to be a police officer.
Michael's last watch came on June 23. He went where duty called.
Langsdorf worked as a police officer 17 years, most of those in St. Louis, but recently was hired at the North County Police Cooperative. His new chief said he was loved by all and immediately after arriving started mentoring the younger officers.
Michael will always be a hero to our officers of the North County Cooperative and to the community to which we serve.
After the funeral, Langsdorf's casket was taken to Resurrection Cemetery in South St. Louis County. Many lined the route with signs showing support for police officers. At a graveside ceremony, Langsdorf was laid to rest with a 21-gun salute and the playing of taps. Some of the most powerful and emotional statements made today at the funeral were from Langsdorf's two children. You'll hear more from them coming up all new on News 4 at 5. Live in the Central West End, Russell Kinsall, News 4.
Thank you, Russell. And today, dozens stood outside watching as a sea of flashing lights traveled from the Cathedral Basilica to Resurrection Cemetery. News 4's Emma Hogue was there and has more on the legacy Officer Langsdorf leaves behind.
Peaceful, it's beautiful. They're uniting, they're coming together.
Courage, bravery, and gratitude on display for blocks.
It actually teaches my children.
Daisha Frenchie and her two sons stopped to soak in the support showcased along Lindell Boulevard.
It shows a lot of dedication here. We have a lot of people working for us to help us.
Dedication radiating throughout the Central West End. Squad cars from departments around St. Louis, even Overland Park, Kansas, could be seen for blocks. Strangers held signs and others, like Frenchie's two boys, stood in amazement.
I feel like they should know what happens beyond the life that we live inside the house.
Side by side, officers from near and far led the procession. Dozens watched from up high and down below as traffic flooded Lindell Boulevard. Hearts heavy in honor of Officer Michael Langsdorf.
They need to know that it's all about supporting one another.
One of the most important lessons Frenchie says she could teach her two sons. The legacy Officer Langsdorf left behind, something she knows her boys will never forget.
They should know that police are friendly and that seriously they're out here to support their teammates.
And what was really amazing was how many complete strangers came out to show their support for Officer Langsdorf. One business owner even gave his employees the morning off to be there and pay tribute. We'll have that inspiring story coming up tonight on News 4 at 5. Live in the newsroom, Emma Hogue, News 4.